Welcome to Women in Business Wednesdays. My name is Collie Somerville. I have the special honor and pleasure of having Catharyn Kendrick from FFL Avengers on with me today. Welcome, Catharyn, to Women in Business Wednesdays.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for
How are
having me.
you? Thank
I'm
you for
doing,
joining us.
of course, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. So, Catharyn, I think you have a unique story about how you ended up working for with FFL.
Yes,
We could
ma'am.
talk about that in just a second, but you've only been with FFL for about a month and a half,
Correct.
right? And you've been in the insurance industry for about 6 years.
Correct. Yes, I made
Okay.
6 years in June.
And so first, let's start with what brought you to FFL.
I had been with previous companies. I've been in the industry for 6 years, and I actually met Mark Tarolia back in 2018. And we were always maintain a professional relationship. He would always check on me, see how I was doing in the business. And then I saw the success that he was having here at FFL, and I had just gotten to the point at my previous IMO where I was just fed up, and I was like, "Look, we're gonna give this one more shot, and if it doesn't work, we got to go get a 9 to 5. So we better make a strategic move." So I called Mark and I was like, "Listen, I need help. Throw me a lifesaver. I need to be rescued." And I came over, and it's just been a complete 180. Like, just
Wow.
not just in business, but in my life. Like, it's been a complete blessing.
Okay.
Really.
And I know you mentioned a little bit earlier, so far you've helped 26 families just in this short
Yes.
amount of time.
Yes.
So let me
Yes.
ask you this. When you were with the previous company, and we're not going to say the name, but when you're with the company that you came from before FFL,
hmm
what were you writing? Well, how many family were you helping on a regular basis there in a
My
month?
my best month was 6.
Stop it.
No. Best month was 6. And I was
And
working
you
hard too. Listen, I was working hard, and 6 was
Oh no, she froze. Oh no, she's frozen. Oh, we don't have to start over. Catharyn, you got frozen. Oh my goodness. I guess it's probably still recording and she is still frozen. Uh oh. Okay. Maybe she's back.
okay. I'm back.
All
I
right,
don't know
there
what
we go.
happened.
Perfect. I'm glad we don't have to start.
Okay.
I was like, I hope we don't have to start over. I'm glad we don't have to start over.
No, no, no.
So 6 was the your biggest month,
That was my biggest month there.
and
Yeah.
what's the biggest difference? Because a lot of people that company that you came from, they're a very popular company. They
Very.
got TV commercials. That's actually who I bought my first policy from when I was married.
Okay.
Is from the other company. So, what's the biggest difference? Because how did you go from writing? Because it's the same Catharyn, right? It's just
Say?
a different platform. So,
Yes.
what's the difference? Would you say the biggest difference is?
The biggest difference is the culture. Just the
Mm.
support alone is
Okay.
it's made a huge difference. I
Okay.
mean, between Mark, Bernard, Bobby, like, just having them around and just pouring positivity into me from day one. Like, I met
Mm-hmm.
them on August 1st. Well, I already knew Mark, but I met Bernard and Bobby on August 1st, which happens to be my birthday. And that was really the best birthday ever because I met them, and they really made an impact on me in this short
Okay.
amount of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the culture, but it got to be something else because the culture is not going to get you from 6 to 26.
Yeah.
So it has to be some other things.
Training. They
Okay.
also, yeah, they're very knowledgeable because at the previous company, if I would ask my upline a question, I don't know more often than not.
Okay.
And I would have to search and ask 3, 4, 5 different people before I could actually get a solid concrete answer. Here,
Okay.
if I call someone, they'll give me an answer right then and there. So just the ability to have confidence in them and know that they know what they're talking about helps me with the clients as well.
And then how long were you there at that last company?
Almost 2 years. It would have made two years on Wednesday. would be my
Wow.
2 year. Yeah,
Okay, so you were like, it sounds to me like you were probably struggling by.
I was. I was. I was struggling. I was definitely on the struggle bus.
And unfortunately, and then if you don't mind sharing, I don't want you to tell what your commission is here, but what was your commission there?
55.
Percent.
Yes.
Wow. And so we
Yeah.
start our ages minimally at 90% in Family
Mm-hmm.
First Life. So, and that's minimum. So I'm sure if you have a little, you have the experience, you probably got started a little bit higher.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit higher, but a lot higher than where I was.
Oh,
So,
got you. Right. So, I mean, that's 55%
hmm
after two. What did you start at initially?
that was what I started at 55. It doesn't go
So you
past that.
never moved up?
There's no room to move up. Yeah, that's it. And 55 was the cap, and certain products were 45.
Oh my God. And then you were only
Yeah.
writing. And so I think the other, I mean, you didn't say this, but I think the other difference is they don't have leads, do they?
No, you have to go out there and get it on your own, and their underwriting is full underwriting. Everything is
Oh,
fully underwritten.
so there's no
So I had a
simplified
lot of
issue.
No, I had a lot of people. They would get rated, but you know, you tell someone at a non-smoker rate you're going to be paying $30, and then they're like 10 pounds overweight. So now instead of 30, they're paying 90.
Wha-
People don't want to do that. They don't want to do that.
And then if
So
you're doing fully underwritten cases, then you're not getting paid until the case is issued and approved and issued.
exact exactly.
So
Exactly.
not just where you writing, so not just where you writing a little bit. So I'm glad we're going through this. So it's not. That's why I said it's not just the culture. It's not just the training. It's that we have leads. It's that we have the ability to be able to write simplified issue business on most of the cases that we come across. Like all
Mhm.
of those things, Catharyn, equal the difference between your best month being 6,000, and I'm sorry, 6 families, and your first month being 26 families with FFL.
Right.
Those are
Right.
those are the secret. Those are the and these are things that you might not even understand because you're just getting here and you're still learning. You know what I'm saying? On
Right.
top of the fact that you're brand new.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So brand new, helping 26 families in your first month and a half, like that's a big deal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
Now I hope you're going back and getting rescuing all the people that are
Listen.
there who don't know that there's a better way.
I'm trying my best, but you can't save everybody. But
Understood.
I definitely have gone back, and I just keep dripping on them. I'm like, hey, there's a better way, guys.
Because
There's
that's how
definitely a
you
better
got
way.
here, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
Mark kept dripping on you. I think the best agents don't come right away, right?
Right. I
Because
agree.
it says a lot about you is the fact that you were loyal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And if you were loyal to a system that was keeping you underpaid and pretty much broke, then when you come to
Hmm.
FFL in a system where we're excited about you, we're helping you, we're training you, and you're making money in the process, and you're helping a lot of people, the chances of you leaving here are slim to
Right.
none. Because
Absolutely.
why would you need to go somewhere else if you're getting every? That's like being in a marriage, like you were in a bad marriage before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now you're in a now you're like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be
This is
like.
not, yeah. This is
Oh
what it
my
is. Okay.
god.
This is what I've been missing out on. Okay.
So nobody can be like, oh, it's better over here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
at somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same. I'm very convinced, Catharyn, about Family First Sight because I know what it's done for me and my family.
Hmm.
And nobody can tell me that there's another company that's better. Like I don't even entertain it. And if
Right.
somebody trying to talk to me from another company, only reason that I might entertain it is because I want to flip it and talk to them about Family First Life and what we do.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So that's pretty dope. That's amazing. And I'm sure your bank account looks very different.
Yes, it's looking nice. It's looking lovely. So I'm looking forward to it looking even nicer.
Now, right now, is it just you, or are you building building an agency? What's your plan?
Right now it's just me, but I am building an agency. I had my first recruit pass his state exam yesterday, so we're gonna get
Okay,
started with his process. And yeah, I've just been, touching, having warm market recruiting right now. I'm gonna
okay,
start social media recruiting very soon. So yeah, I'm definitely
okay.
working to build and build fast
Now, do you
along with
have
that.
anybody? Because I know for me, people were saying like, you something else again, another, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have any people around you being like, oh, okay, is this really it? Like,
Yeah, yeah, I do. But that's okay. That's okay.
right.
That's fine. Listen, if they want to join, great. If they don't, great. That's fine. Just get out the way. If you don't
Yes,
want to do it,
no,
just get out the way.
yes, no, next. That, and you're in Florida,
Yes, Miami.
Miami. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have far to go for the convention next year.
No, no, it's right there.
Let me ask you this. So would you say, what advice, being a brand new agent, what
hmm
advice would you give to a brand new agent?
Just be coachable, you know,
Okay.
and know that you don't know everything. There's always
Even
something.
though you have experience.
Even though you have experience, every IMO is different and you don't know everything. Just listen and soak up as much information, as many questions as you need to, so that you can from day one have an amazing career starting right out the
With
gate.
FFL. Yeah, that's good advice. And I
Yes.
think a lot of people come in and say, "Oh, I've heard it so many different times. Well, I've been selling insurance." Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you were doing such a great job of selling insurance,
Why are you
you
here?
wouldn't leave. You right,
Well, yeah,
exactly.
why are you here? If you knew it all, if you could do it there, you would have did it there. But you
Yeah,
couldn't, so
come
that's
on
why you're
now.
here.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah, that's
and
why you're
and the
here.
thing is, your manager or whoever brought you in the business, they're not going to steer you wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you make money, if I have people in my organization, if I make money, if they make money, I make money. So why would I
Exactly.
tell you to do something the opposite that's going to cause you to not make money, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
the goal is to help. If the more people that you help, the more money you make, and so we want to get people in position to help as many people as possible so that they can make as much money as possible.
Absolutely.
Let me ask
Absolutely.
you this, Catherine. What's your goal? Did you set any goals for your first year, first 6 months here? What do you have in your mind?
So by the end of the year, I plan to be senior sales manager with at
Okay.
least 10 people on my team.
So
Yeah.
okay, so helping 100 families a month.
100 families a month. Yeah. And
Okay.
my as a team, and then personally 30 families a month.
Okay. All right. You could definitely
Yes.
do that here. That's dope.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's a great goal to have in your first. You said by the end of the year. So now this is recorded and this is
Mhm.
going to go on YouTube.
Mhm.
So you just made a declaration to the whole wide world web that this
Yes,
is what you're
ma'am.
going to do.
Yes, ma'am. By December 31st, we getting it done.
All right. So we want to have you back on here on the first week, the first Wednesday of January,
Okay.
to
Okay.
find out if you hit that goal or not.
Absolutely. I have my logo in my background, so
I
we'll be there.
I love it. I love it. Let's definitely plan on that. Any parting words or anything else that you think somebody who is looking at FFL, what would you tell that person? Like somebody who's like on the fence between their current company and FFL, what would you tell them?
Don't be on the fence. Don't be like me. Just go ahead and do it. Don't, because you're holding yourself up by staying somewhere. You're missing out on a lot by staying even a day longer than necessary. If you've heard of FFL, if someone has brought it to you, just go ahead and do it, because
And then
you can't do any worse than you're doing right now where you are.
that's for sure. I love
Yeah,
that. That's what I tell people that are new, like somebody who doesn't have a license. I'm like, okay, worst thing that can happen to you is you end up with a life insurance license. Like that's the worst
exactly.
case
That's the
scenario.
worst case scenario.
Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Okay, you can't lose. You know what I'm saying? And so, what if?
No.
And a lot of times people look at, okay, what if I fail? But what if you win?
Right.
There's that part. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
Catherine, I know you said you're building an agency. So, someone wants to get in touch with you. How can they get in touch with you if they want to be on your team?
So they can reach me on Facebook at Catharyn Kendrick. I have a very unique spelling. So it's spelled Catharyn. Last name Kendrick, Kendrick. That's on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm CALISE84. And yeah, you can even call me 786-797-7089.
All right, so Catherine, we do this every Wednesday. This will be on YouTube, and we'll be posting it everywhere so that people can see you and hear your story about FFL, and how you get here. But if you know of anybody or anybody out there knows of other women who are killing it, in FFL, let's get them on the calendar so that we can feature them on here because we want to hear from as many women as possible that are killing it in the
Absolutely.
industry and in Family First Life. So thank you so much again for taking the time out of your day, Catharyn, to speak with me. I really appreciate it, and thank you for sharing with the audience about your journey with FFL. And we'll see you back here in January.
Yes, thank you for inviting me and having me. And yeah, we're just getting started. So January, we'll see where I am then.
All right, girl.
All right.
Go ahead and kill it. Can't wait to see where you go from here.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.